Do you know that saying that if you don't prioritize your life, then someone else will? Taking action and actually getting things done plays a major role in getting you closer to your dreams and your vision of what you want your life to look like. So in this episode, we're going to look at 5 tips for planning your week so that you can get the important things done and prioritize your life, your goals, and your dreams. Planning your days and your weeks buys you time. In no other circumstances can you ever buy time, but if you take 10 to 15 minutes every day and maybe half an hour every week to set goals and break them into tasks, you're saving the time that you would otherwise spend going from one to-do to another, which might often feel like just putting out fires. Instead, if you plan your days regularly, you'll become focused on tasks that get you where you want to be going. You will feel like you're in control much more, and you'll be saving time in the longer run because with every week, you'll be getting closer to your dreams. So here are my 5 best tips for planning your week to allow you to get more things done. Tip number 1, set weekly goals. Setting any kind of bigger goals or resolutions can always be broken down into smaller tasks and milestones that need to be accomplished first. Rome was not built in a day, and neither do huge dreams become true overnight. Although they can come true much sooner than you think right now possible. But to get to that point, you need to take your bigger projects and break them down to what you can accomplish within 1 week. And then each week, schedule a planning session with yourself, like I do, and set your weekly goals. Divide them into tasks that can be accomplished within a day or less, and assign those tasks to days of the week when you're going to get them done. By doing so, you're not risking waking up on any day and thinking, I'll just get to that big project later, I still have time. Because you'll know what specific measurable task you need to get out of the way that day to move your project ahead and meet your overall deadline. Now, tip number 2, create theme days. Theme days are days when you do a few tasks of a similar nature on the same day. For example, I have writing days, days for training calls with clients, or recording days, like when I'm recording the Cat Burn show right now. I create a few episodes in one day because it's much easier to stay in the recording mode and keep doing the same type of task when I've already got everything set up, rather than, in this case, setting up the lighting and the camera every week to record just one episode. It doesn't have to be the same day each week, and you don't have to have each of your theme days every week either. But during your planning session, when you're setting your weekly goals, look for things that you can batch like this and schedule your theme days into the calendar. Tip number 3, use a planning app. Use technology to help you stay organized. To plan my days and weeks and stay on top of my to-dos, I use a new app called Flocus, and I'll link it below if you want to check it out, which is the first app I found that allows me to both plan my week in a calendar view, so where you can basically see visually duration of a task in a day, and it makes it so much easier to be realistic about how much I can get done in one day. But it also allows me to store all my ideas under different color-coded projects in a to-do list view, so that I can keep adding new tasks and store them for later. Flocus is basically a digital version of a paper system that I've had going for years, and I am very pleased that now I can just drag and drop my tasks from a to-do list into a calendar view inside one app and plan my time that way. Tip number 4. At the end of the day, plan your next day. This one is especially important to help you use your first few hours of work productively, working on your most important tasks. If you plan your day at the end of work on the previous day, when you'll start working in the morning, you'll know exactly where to go and what to do, eliminating any potential indecision. No more wondering whether you should attend to task A or task B first before your first coffee even kicks in. You already have a plan. Now you can put all of your energy into getting it done. Tip number 5. Underplan but over-deliver. This is the one I'm still working on, but whenever I do implement this tip, I end up being more productive and feeling better about my achievements and myself. It is infinitely better to plan less and accomplish everything and have time left over for things that you can then count as extras, rather than to overschedule, not finish your tasks, and then feel crappy about your productivity at the end of the day. There is nothing more demotivating than seeing yourself not reach your specific goals on a daily basis. If you plan slightly less, allowing a buffer of time for unexpected tasks or events, which, let's face it, do happen all the time, you'll be more likely to get what you plan done, and so feel good about your work and stick to your system for good. Wherever you might be on the scale of how organized and productive you feel right now, whether you feel like you could never ever be organized, or if you have a planner or a to-do list but you don't really use it as efficiently as you'd like to, you can always get better at this. You just need to start from where you're at right now. Trust me, I was the messiest child you could ever imagine, where you couldn't even see my desk from under a pile of papers and all sorts of garbage, really, lying on my desk, where all of that was always a reminder of stuff I wanted to get done at some point, to now closing my laptop at the end of the day and leaving my office with the laptop being the only thing on my desk and my next day's goals and appointments scheduled in Flocus. You really can change, and you don't have to implement everything at once. Which brings me to my questions. Where on the scale from completely disorganized to having a great handle on your time management do you fall? On a scale from 1 to 10? And which one of those 5 tips will you implement first to get you started and more productive, beginning with where you're at right now? I would really love to hear from you, so leave a comment below. That's all for today. Subscribe to my channel and do share this episode with your friends so that they too can organize their days and weeks to get more things done. And for more inspiring videos and articles to help you make your dreams come true, go to katbern.com and leave your name and email to get weekly notes from me directly to your inbox. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.